Hi, I'm author and speaker Robin Mead, and this video is titled Ants and Spiritual Disciplines. You can find this video and my other videos on my YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/Robin Mead Author, and please subscribe so you'll be notified the next time a teaching video comes out. If you're interested in my book, Fierce Wholeness, you can find it on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible versions. So yesterday I went out kayaking and I got a little sunburned. It is beautiful in Florida. It was beautiful yesterday. And despite a great amount of fog that was coming off the ocean into the, we were in the intercoastal area. And there was a ton of fog, but the sun was still obviously very bright. And I went ahead and I put sunscreen on. I did. I had sunscreen with me. I had the right tools with me. And I had a hat and I had sunglasses on. You could see I got that raccoon thing going on. But I wasn't paying attention. And my hat kind of slipped back. So my face was more exposed than I intended it to be, even though I did put a little sunscreen on my cheeks before I left. And you could see on my arm here where I missed sunscreen or got wet, and then I got a little piece on my neck and on my other arm, kind of in the same spot I missed when I put the sunscreen on. And there's nothing like some bright sun to show you where you missed. And I was thinking today that reminds me of some things about practicing the spiritual disciplines, and I wanted to share those with you. And particularly, I was thinking about this passage from Proverbs 6:6 about ants. So I'm going to read it to you, and I'm in the ESV version. So here we go. Proverbs 6:6 through 11. So let me just read this to you. Go to the ant, O sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. Without having any chief, officer, or ruler, she prepares her bread in summer and gathers her food in harvest. How long will you lie there, O sluggard? When will you arise from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber and want like an armed man. So this passage is referring, I think most often it's used in the context of referring to financial stewardship. But those principles also spill over into spiritual disciplines. The idea of gathering consistently or working consistently is what makes spiritual discipline work in practice, right? So kind of like when you go on a diet or do any kind of effort, exercise effort or anything, you can't go from lifting 10 pounds to lifting 100 pounds. Oh, I think I'll just go lift 100 pounds. You can't do that. You will injure yourself. You will, and then delay your progress, right? So you can't take on all this at once, no matter what your goals are. And spiritual disciplines are the same thing. So for me, I know my goal for this year is to be able to fast more than one day in a row. Not like 40 days, but if I could do 2 or 3 days in a row by the end of this year, I think that would meet my goal. And I'm not starting with 2 or 3 days. I'm starting with a meal and seeing how that goes, seeing if I can not just skip the meal, but also remain faithful in prayer and do the things around it. Now, one step at a time is one of my taglines, and that is the key here. If you're looking at frugality, for example, maybe forego that next purchase or set up some boundaries with yourself for how you're going to spend that money. And why would you do that? Well, I'm pretty wiped out today because I was in the sun and I wasn't anticipating it. I didn't know what I didn't know about how I was going to feel today. And that has limited what I could do today. The same's true with money. If I spend the money today, am I going to be available tomorrow? Same thing is true with fasting. If I'm focusing on something today that has to do with the spiritual disciplines, how is that going to affect my tomorrow? And if I take on too much, how is that going to affect what I can actually minister in tomorrow? So it's thinking ahead, going one step at a time, thinking ahead and recognizing that I don't know what I don't know, and being gracious with myself. So fortunately, I didn't lose a whole lot of time today because today is Sunday, yesterday was Saturday. So we're still in the weekend and I have some recovery time to get back to things as normal, however, whatever that means, on Monday. And then I plan to try again. I'm going to go kayaking again. I'm going to fast again. I'm going to be frugal again. I'm going to spend time and study again. I'm going to do those things. Even though I may not have been as successful as I was hoping the first time, I don't have it in my mind that I'm going to quit. I'm going to keep trying. So maybe I need to take a smaller bite, take a smaller step next time to be successful, and do that a few times and then be successful overall. So just some thoughts for you as you're trying to practice these spiritual disciplines in your Christian walk. God bless and have a great day.